All right, people, this African King. An hour later, but it is where it is. 45-minute footy talk with Rastastock. How you doing?
Bruv, I'm good, man. Hala Madrid won. Hala Madrid, won. Los Blancos won. You know, so let's dive into it. Let's talk about it. Let's dissect. Then we're there.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
And honestly, I feel like both sides played decent amount, decent, I should say. Um, Xavi Alonso has a lot to prove. You get me? He won the Bundesliga title with Leverkusen, their first ever Bundesliga title. So that's a lot of pressure for a manager to come. They went unbeaten, and he won the DFP Cup or the DFF Cup in Germany. So
Yeah,
they did a double, and he's now at Madrid. And you already know how Madristas are. If you don't win the Champions League, if you don't win La Liga, right? They want you gone. And even if you win La Liga and don't win the Champions League, they still want you gone because Madristas have very, very high standards. bless up, bless up,
got
bless,
Michael.
bless up, Michael. Madristas have very high standards. I remember when Carlo Ancelotti won them the Champions League in 2014, and he still got sacked. So
100%.
yeah, so
100%.
so he Carlo Xavi Alonso is going to be under a lot of pressure. But what I do want him to, I want him to play Endrick more. And I want him to play Arda Güler more. You know what I mean? Because I feel like Endrick is very talented, and if and if he don't get he needs to get him and Arda Güler need to get more game time because you can't have that talent on the bench and only play them in friggin' like domestic games and stuff like that. Juve.
Big
Juve,
up, Juve.
bless up, Juve, bless up, Juve,
Big up.
big up. You know what I mean? So it was a good game, bro. It was a good game. I know it was not the result that you wanted, but overall, it was a good game. So yeah, bro. I want to see Andrick play more, and I want to see Arda Güler play more. Like, bro, even if Vinny and the rest of them man start and they come on as substitution, give them more game time, bro. Introduce them more to the squad. You feel me? Because, bro, you have all of this talent at Real Madrid, and you're not playing them. Players might want to go on loan. You feel me? So, and this is what I say. Madrid is like the pinnacle of club you want to play for in Europe. The pinnacle club. You feel me? If
Yeah,
if 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 if, if, if any Premier League club come knocking on the door and Real Madrid said they're interested, boom. Where do you think the player's gonna go? Real Madrid. Or if Real Madrid want a player, they tell the player to run down their contract and come for free. Bomb, you know what I mean? So, bro, oh shit,
all good, all good.
sorry about that. People gonna want to play for Hala Madrid, bro. I
Have you
have
seen Munich meant to be interested in Rashford and United have meant to approach into for David Ferenczi? Oh, okay.
okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But let's see if Rashford will go, man. Because to me, this Rashford saga at our club, bro, I want him gone. I want Marcus Rashford gone. Get out of here. Goodbye. Because you know what? To me, bro, as far as an academy player that came up in the academy as and he's supposed to be a Mank born and bred. That man was supposed to be the next Rooney, the next Ronaldo, supposed to bring back our club back to life. And this man failed us. The only thing Rashford could ever say about his career is winning the Europa League. That's the only thing Rashford could ever talk about. He can't talk about nothing else. That's the only thing you can talk about. To me, Rashford is very selfish. He's very stuck up. To me, he likes to gamble. He likes to party. He's just more focused on being a celebrity than an actual player. And I feel like if a player, that's how a player feels. Okay, it's time to go, bro. Leave the club. I don't care if you go out on loan for the rest of your contract. whatever. Just get the hell out of Manchester United. And if this is true, I want Rashford gone, bro. Get out of here because you are a disgrace. You're supposed to bring us back to our glory days, but you're just so stuck up and caught up in yourself. And I don't know, his PR team is very good, bro. Rashford PR team is so damn good. Anything bad they do, he'll do PR. They do PR like the thing for his school, giving toys and all of that. All of that's good friggin' PR. You feel me? I don't need no PR merchants from my club, bro, that not performing. When he was playing against Victoria Pilsen, this man was jogging instead of tracking back. You feel me? And the treatment Marcus Rashford, I'm glad he got it. I'm glad, bro, because I'm sick and tired of this guy. And I hope this is true. I hope they buy him. Get him the hell out of here. Talk about you want to go to Barcelona to play with Yamil Yamal. You know, you even know if Barcelona wants you? Get out of here, man. Get the hell out of here, bro. Leave expeditiously. Leave expeditiously. You were supposed to bring us back, and you didn't. You became a celebrity flop. Get out of here, man.
Yeah. Rashford became a rapper trapper, that kind of guy. But yeah, no, he needs, him and Sancho need their freedom. You know, obviously they want to move on, so just let them. If Munich wants Rashford, I think that would be good for them.
Fenerbahce want Jadon Sancho. Go play in the Turkish league then. No disrespect to the Turkish league. You feel me? No disrespect to the Turkish league. You know what I mean? Go play in the Turkish league. Go play in the Bundesliga. Get the hell out. Just get the hell out of my club. Please.
100%.
Get the hell out of my club.
How do you feel about Davide Fratesi?
Davide
do you know
Fratesi?
Anything? Yeah.
Bro, honestly, bro, until I get concrete sources, right? Until it's concrete, like 100%, I'll believe it. Until then, for me, it's just up in the air. Let me see. What's the other comment he put? Until it's up in the air. Juventus is meant to be close on Jonathan Davis and Crystal Palace have reached an agreement of 47 million for Lisbon defender. Really? Really?
I swear Crystal Palace hadn't. I swear they cancelled that deal. Let me check.
No. Hold on 1 second, King. Hold on.
No worries.
Give me a sec.
I know that Juve is definitely going for Jonathan David, but yeah, which is that's a decent striker because it's funny. I don't know why more teams aren't going for him because he's been solid in Liga in terms of goal scoring. Like he's a goal scorer, so I don't understand why more teams aren't looking at him. In Diomande, I'm not 100% sure if that's going to be through or not, because I think they have differences in valuation, and Sporting Lisbon are a very hard team to buy off. So I don't know if that deal's going to happen.
Very hard team to negotiate with, by the way.
Yeah.
Look how many times Gyökeres is linked to Arsenal. Gyökeres is linked to Man United, bro.
Yeah, they're one of the toughest to get a player from.
Let me tell you something, bro. You see these Fabrizio, these Ornsteins, all of these journalists, these Jamie Jacksons, all of these men, bro. Yeah, I know they're doing their job, whatever. I'm not knocking a person from doing their job, but you see, if you're gonna report about football, stop rinsing and repeating the same thing. Because you know how many flops Fabrizio Romano flopped, and nobody called him out for that, right? I mean, like, come on, bro. I'm not trying to repeat the same thing over and over, bro. Like, King, let's just say Drogba was coming to your club, right?
Yeah.
He already spoke to whoever he needs to spoke with. That's coming. And a journalist, somebody just keep asking, is Drogba coming? 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 Pause, by the way. Won't you get annoyed after a while?
Yeah, but you
And
know what? I would say this when it comes to transfers, and that's the thing about these guys. Once when Twitter put the money, me being able to make money from Twitter, that was the problem. That's when the extra tweets started coming in, and also the other thing people need to understand is that transfers are complicated in the sense of this. Any little thing can change to stop a transfer from happening. Any little thing, whether it be the agent, whether it be on the player side, whether it be the clubs deciding, oh, this little piece of even one little thing as an add-on that they may not like could make a change or difference. So it all comes when it comes to these aggregators, like Fabrizio, Ornstein, all these guys. More time than not, they're just regurgitating the same stories because they've got nothing else to say or nothing else to talk about. And a lot of the time, that this is their job, they're trying to make money. But yeah, it does get annoying and frustrating when you're trying to watch, you're trying to see what your team is trying to do, and they're just telling you the same lies, the same stories, the same things again and again and again, and you're thinking to yourself, is this actually happening or not? Because and then sometimes even if they get a here we go or an exclusive or a agreement or whatever, one thing can change and then it's cancelled. And the amount of times that can happen, and that's and it's not rare. It happens a lot. Transfers can change in seconds, especially when you're dealing with certain teams. If you're dealing with like your
Especially with
Napoli's,
Fabrizio.
your
7 times,
Sportings,
bro. 7 times he made mistakes. 7 times on some major players, by the
yeah,
way. And people want to still follow and listen to this guy. Get out of here, man.
yeah. I mean, he's got more hits than misses, which is, there's ratios. Some have better ratios than others, and some wait till like the final minute before they make a statement. But even then, you never know.
Good, bro. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm
Big
good.
up
I'm
Kai
good.
Talks United.
Yeah, I'm good. Good.
If they wanted freedom that much, they'd stop be greeding money. To be honest,
Exactly.
it's
Yeah,
it's
well,
it's,
yeah,
it's good money.
exactly. Bro, if Anthony say he's willing to take a pay cut to play football, have my respect to you. Boom, bam. You feel me? If these men who been at the club, right, making high wages, same amount as Anthony, not willing to take a pay cut just to play football, bro, go out on loan. Matter of fact, bro, send them to League Two in the Bundesliga. Send them to League Two in the Serie A. I don't care, bro. You get what I'm saying, bro? I don't care because you know what? Selfishness and greediness. That's what football has become right now. Selfishness and greediness. And when I speak these truth, right? Man, them looking at me like, oh, you're hating, you just mad because your team is crap. I'm like, no, I'm not. That's not the reason why I'm mad. I'm mad because we have players that we put on these high wages because they only performing good, so they can get a high wage, right? Boom. And when they get the high wages now, they're not performing. In the contract, you see, if you don't continue to perform at a high level, boom, you get a massive pay cut. That should be in the contract. Because if that was in the contract, these players will get motivated to play, bro. If I was a part of Ineos, I'll tell him, if you do not perform to 100% each game, or do enough to help us win a match or challenge for a title, you will get a significant pay cut. King, isn't that fair enough? Because we the fans. The hell was that? Sorry,
Something
guys.
happened over there.
Yeah, I thought I heard a knocking, but something fell outside. But it's not me. But I thought somebody was knocking on my door. But yeah, man. Like we the fans deserve. We the fans deserve whether if it's Chelsea fans, whether if it's City fans, Liverpool fans, friggin' Arsenal fans, any club. If the players are not performing to their peak efficiency. Yes, they don't have games were not bad, but when it comes like in general, like be performing on a consistent basis, cut their pay. That should be in the contract, bro. That should be in the contract. Cause you know why? Regardless of any way you look at it, whether they win or lose, they're still getting paid. And these are paid professionals, bro. These are millionaires. Millionaires, King.
Yeah, but I don't think it's down to the players. It's down to the people that actually sent them these contracts. Because the thing about it is this: a lot of the time with United, when they sign a player or they put a player on a contract that's from their academy, especially when it came to prior to Ineos, I'm talking about when it was under Woodward, and it was
Don't get me started on Ed Woodward. He's a part of the problem too. Give me a second, yeah.
no problem. But yeah, when it was the Ed Woodward era, this is what would happen. You'd get a player that's playing, let's say Sancho, for example. You bought him from the Bundesliga for what, 60, 70 M's, whatever price it was. And there he's maybe earning 100k a week, 120. But what do you do when he comes to United? You maybe double, triple the money, put him on silly money, pretty much. Money that is very hard to say, oh no, I want less. What are you gonna do? They're human after all. They're used to a certain lifestyle. That money is used for them to, whatever house, car, lifestyle, whatever it is. So when you're asking them to reduce their money, they're like, what? Reduce my money? Imagine if you were in that kind of situation. Are you going to reduce your money? No. That's why when you initially put a contract out, and that's what Chelsea have been doing recently, is you put a low contract of anything under 150k, and then add incentive based in performances in which goals, assists, match wins, these type of things are put in there in place to say, if you perform to a certain level, then you get paid more. You start low, and also another thing that Chelsea's contracts have is if you don't make Champions League, the money goes down. So it incentivizes them to make top four. It incentivizes them to score goals. It incentivizes them to win. It incentivizes them to play the best of their ability because of that, what the contract says. But what United did for the whole entire Edward era is triple or quadruple people's money for no reason other than, we're United, we want to keep these players or we want to buy these players when you didn't need to. Similar situation to Arsenal. They're putting money on 3-4 times the amounts that they were on at their previous clubs for no reason. For no reason.
Buy players and we're out of money.
And then when United and Arsenal go for a player and they ask for silly wages, and you're like, oh, why is he asking for silly wages? Look who's on big wages at your clubs.
Mm-hmm.
And how do those players play? And how much money they make?
Shit. They play like utter shit. Man them in the chat. Let me ask you a question, right? Man them in the chat. I love how you respond to my tweets. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Respect to Anthony, Sancho and Rashid just want to collect it. Yes, that's a fact. Sancho can sit on the bench, and when his contract ends, he will get even more money for a flying on fee. He needs to just leave. He's ruined his career. Of course he has.
Yeah.
Listen. Let me tell you this. You see if he's gonna go to Fenerbahce.
Yeah.
The shit that he's doing with now. Let him try that shit with Jose. Let him try that shit with the special one. The special one will bring him back. He's all the way up here, right? The special one will bring him back down to reality, bro.
100%.
The special one will humble that guy. The special one will put you on the bench the whole season and don't play you. Huh? I remember when Ronaldo came late for a game in Madrid. He thought he was gonna play. Jose said, "You're not playing. You're gonna sit on the bench and watch." Okay.
Big up my boss.
Best up, man. Best up, my boss.
Sancho is all about Rashi thinks he's better than he is. I'm gonna lie, Rashi and Sancho think they're in a different career.
Honestly, bro, they're shit, bro. To be honest with you, they're shit. listen, Rashford, what has he really done for England, the England team? Really, we think about it. Nothing much. Has he won anything with England? No. How many finals has he been to with England?
To be honest, no England player's done anything for England. So
Yeah. I'm just that's the point. But I'm saying Rashford is overrated. Get the hell out of Manchester, bro. Like I said, you're so focused on snow bunnies, tattoos, and bling bling.
oh yeah, Rashford's the newest member of DBE, D Block Europe. He's in the rap. He's the new member of the rap group. 100%.
Oh my
100%.
god.
Sancho, Sancho and Rashi gonna come up with an album, definitely.
Yeah.
Players, agents, and family circles blow smoke of the us because they want a piece of the way. Yeah, that's that too. That's that. Those kind of things as well also makes the differences when it comes to transfers as well. So when a big aggregator like a Romano or Onsin says something, players, agents, and family circles can cost a deal from happening just because they want more money.
Yeah, and the fact that his brother is his agent, his brother was locked up in Miami a few years back, right? The fact that his brother is his agent, makes it even.
I would lower my wage if I wanted to play football and go on with my career. Like, listen, it depends. Some people love the money. Some people love the lifestyle. It's down to the individual, really.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's not how much money you make; it's how much you have after you leave football. What if some of these players don't have no money after they leave football? It happens to a lot of players, bro. A lot.
Yeah. And if you're those players, you don't really want to put your money on. If United are stupid enough to give you that kind of wage packet, put it this way: if you're Rashford and Sancho, this is the last big wage packet you're gonna get ever. Because any club afterwards is not gonna pay you what United are paying you. So you might as well, keep that money.
All these cars he has, all this bling bling, all this entourage that he has to pay for.
Yeah.
Okay, money gonna run out.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So once you're used to that kind of money, it's very hard to change. It's very hard to change as an individual. We should put performance clauses in all our players' contract if they don't want to join the club because they walk away from the deal. Yeah, that's what it should be, Kai. 100%.
100%. Kai.
If you want to go and showing on the pitch, then earning a new contract. Well, that's the thing. United have created a culture of that not being the case.
Yeah,
put it this way. Why do you think
some of the players make more money than the manager, bro?
Yeah. Why do you think Phil Jones was at the club for so long? Man had the number 4, which is a joke thing. He had the number 4. He was there for years, and he played. United have created that culture. That culture takes a long time to change, and I don't know if any else is going to do it because they're in bed with the Glazers.
Phil Jones was there when Ferguson was there.
Yeah.
And I say this, as much as I respect Ferguson, he's a part of the problem too, because he's the one that brought the freaking Glazers at our doorsteps. And when I say these things, oh, you're not a United fan. How dare you talk bad about Alex Ferguson? Do you know how much things Alex Ferguson did in the past to make us suffer? Right now, bro, when Ferguson won the league in 2013, did he sign? Did he do any signings to set up the next manager for the next 2-3 years? No, he did not. He said he's just going to win the league and fuck off. And that's exactly what he did. So Ferguson, yes, he's the greatest British manager ever. Blah, 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 blah. I give him respect that. But there's problems he did. He caused at the club. He knew what the Glazers was doing. He didn't want to say nothing because they offered him they offered him money, etc., etc., etc. Bro, when Ferguson left the club, he still was getting paid as an ambassador. And people want to get mad because Ineos stop say we can't pay you no more. And people want to get mad over that. You retired already, bro. You retired from the club already. You get me, man, them, yeah? Ferguson retired from the club already. And he was still getting paid. Right? Made millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. But when I say these things, I'm wrong. Nah, bro. the problem started from in his last few years, even before that at United, right? But no, man, them don't want to listen to me. Having these players learn from Ronaldo. No player is bigger than a fact.
They
Yeah.
didn't listen to him. He
But
came to the club.
even from David Beckham. David Beckham was going on a spiral Fergie didn't like. They sold him to Madrid.
Yeah, but that was a different time period. When CR7 came back to United the second time round, he even said it himself. The players didn't listen to him. He said that the club was the way he left it, same kitchen, same facilities, same everything.
If Real Madrid all-time goal scorer comes back to his club, his second club, right? And the players don't want to listen to him. That interview he did with Piers Morgan, I don't blame him. That was his way out. I don't blame Ronaldo. I don't. He's making the bag in Saudi. The bag in Saudi. I think
100%.
he extended a one year deal or 2 year deal.
Yeah, 2-year deal, I think.
Yeah. If I see any of these blasted players in preseason, you're hilarious, bro.
Rashford, the wannabe American rapper. Yeah, he is. I see Rashi buying one of those kind of roles. He's gonna go broke.
Yeah. Let him keep spending though.
Rashi bought 2 Rolls Royces to Space Rooms, I believe. Watch Match Armstrong with he built.
And he crashed one of them. He crashed one of them and bought another one.
Peace out, you guys. Good show on this day of working about. Fair enough.
Yep.
Peace.
All right, man. Fair enough. Bless up, bro. Bless up.
100%.
Kai, you are hilarious, Kai. Hey, and Kai, listen. All I have to say is, bro, right? Because I heard Kai did a video on his channel, right? And he said what he wants the people to talk about, right? Kai, speak the truth, bro. Yeah, speak the truth. Call out the nonsense. Call out the BS. Cause you know what, Kai? We fans deserve better. We deserve better than this. And last night I was doing a stream, and some guy come in my stream and say, I'm always talking negative about the club. If I want the standards to change at my club, and that one fan saying I'm talking negative about the club, then they're a part of the problem too. Yeah. Man, let's not talk about United no more, bro. Because I'm gonna go on a rant, and I really don't want to go on a rant.
Big up, you're real too.
Yeah, you're real too, bro. You're real too, bro. But when we call out the bullshit, King calls out the bullshit about Chelsea. Chill in a Club World Cup. He said we did not do enough in the transfer window. This is unacceptable. If you go on King's channel and watch that video, he went on a rant. And in other streams, he said it as well on other streams. So if he's saying it on other streams and he's seeing the BS. So fans like me and King are negative then. So if we see the BS and we call out the BS, we're negative, right? That's what we are. We're negative. We don't want our club to do nothing. We've seen our club lift Champions League trophy, Premier League trophy. Nothing wrong with a domestic trophy, but we want the creme of the creme. That's what we want. The creme of the creme. The trophies of trophies. We want to go in the Club World Cup, all of that, but nah. We want to stuck for mediocrity. I'll take a silver. I'll take a domestic trophy. A silverware is a silverware, right? But at the same time, bro, I want my team to challenge for the league. But right now, thus far, City and Liverpool has the best chances. Between by now and next season, Chelsea could start being in the works. Arsenal, if they don't sack Arteta, they're gonna regress again, right? And what about Aston Villa, the Bournemouths, the Brighton, all those other teams? They're getting good talents, and they're gonna start challenging it for other teams. And we're gonna sort of slip further into obscurity. We were so lucky that the other teams were so crap that we didn't get mathematically by not even the half of the second season. I knew we was not going to get relegated mathematically because they were so shit. Southampton 12 points, Leicester City 25 points, and Ipswich Town. How much points Ipswich Town had again, King? I don't remember.
What last season?
Yeah, mathematically, those teams were so crap that we won't get relegated. This season now, we have what? Everything domestic. And I'm saying if this manager is on a lot of pressure as it is already, because he needs to deliver. If he doesn't get in the top 10 and win a domestic trophy, huh? Like I see people singing, Ruben Amarin, he's gonna bring us back for blah 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 from the stretch front end. Why are we making a song for a manager that has done nothing for us? You know how embarrassing that is as a United fan in America, seeing local Manchester United fans singing that crap. You know, other fans is mocking us and laughing at us. He hasn't done nothing for y'all. He bottled a final. Yeah, and man, them want to sing, and clap a song about Ruben Amarin. If that was Roman Abramovich would sack Amarin immediately. Sack him immediately. Right? But this is on the ownership. But whatever, man. Let's move on from the United, bro, because I feel like if I continue talking about United, I'm going to go on a rant. It's going to piss me off even more.
I feel that that's where United are at the moment. So it's got to be like that. The thing about it is this: the people that say we're negative, it's funny. Watch us when our teams are doing the actual right thing. How positive we can be. How happy we are when we see our teams win trophies. If you were able to, be the fly on the wall the 2 days that I saw my team win the Champions League, I had tears in my eyes. That's how happy I was. But anyway,
I finished 6th that season. Sack Tuchel. Although he won in the Champions, sack Tuchel when he finishing 6th and winning the Champions League.
Yeah, and only one player from that squad is still here.
Yeah, and listen, that goes to show you winning a trophy does not necessarily mean your job is safe.
Exactly.
And Pochettino got sacked. It was the right decision to sack Pochettino because that's the worst league finish ever. 17th on a trophy.
Yeah, 38 points in 38 games, a point a game. So you just played, but he basically wasted his season. He could have just had 0-0s all season and did the same thing.
Exactly.
What are your thoughts on the Chelsea signings, King? They're small improvements, but not big enough. The ones that I need. For me personally.
But I feel like in the next what?
Yes,
of course you can, bro. Of course you can, bro.
Right, let me.
Kai is a real one, bro. Kai is a real one. I'll tell you.
There you go. If you want to jump in, jump in. If anyone wants to, this is just Footy Talk for anyone. Anyway, so if you're here, you want to jump in, jump in.
Code shit, bro. I tell you that right now.
But yeah, no. For me, I think the signings are just small steps. They're not big enough. The ones that I needed. I wanted the experience at the back. I still need a proper goalkeeper.
Your goalkeeper make my goalkeeper look like prime Buffon.
Yeah, exactly.
Buffon.
And he's rubbish.
On my goalkeeper,
I need a centre back. I need a centre back that I can trust because I don't have no leaders in the defense. The only leader I have is my right back. No, I need my centre back to be a leader as well. Colwell's getting better, but he needs a better partner. And Fofana's too injury prone for me to rely on him. And I needed a gunman striker. I didn't want Liam Delap is great, but I needed an Osman.
He's like a backup striker.
He's the one that you get the Osman and Delap because then Delap can learn from him.
Like Delap could come on as substitution.
Yeah, exactly. Like exactly, or play the FA Cup, Carabao Cup games, or play Champions League games against the smaller teams, or play, against the lesser
Let me
teams in
ask
the
you
league.
something, King. Maresca, right? What? Give me an honest opinion about Maresca thus far.
Big up, Kai. In terms of
Yo.
Yo.
big up. In terms of Maresca, I think he's done everything he's needed to so far. But
Mhm.
it's a new season, right? It's a new season, so
Hmm.
for me, he needs to be given the tools in order for him to be successful next season. And so far, he's been given some, but not everything. And I feel like it's like it's like having one hand tied behind your back because you're not getting the leaders. Because as he's a young manager, right? He's a young manager. He's just the season before that was in the championship, very new to the game, still learning on the
Two
job. So
trophies,
what
by
do
the
you?
way. Two trophies
Yeah. But
already.
what do you need else to add to that? What do you need
You
else?
need talent and
No,
experience.
you need experienced leaders. You
Yeah,
need
yeah, yeah,
experienced
yeah.
leaders on the pitch,
Talent and experience. Yeah, you need talent.
and that's what we don't have. We don't have it. The only man that's about the oldest players we have are like 27,
Mm-hmm.
and they're players that aren't starting. I need a goalkeeper that's 25 plus starting. That is a leader. That's why I wanted Mike Mignon. Centre back, I would have loved to bring in a Mark Guehi because he's been in our academy. He's captained England at every level. He's captained Crystal Palace. That's a
Mm-hmm.
leader that you can bring in that knows the club.
Mm-hmm.
But you're letting him go to Liverpool, the rivals. Foolishness.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
a striker that's a gunman that knows how to win league
yeah.
titles.
Yo,
Not just
what,
one
what,
title, titles, and that's awesome.
what's the name of Everton's goalkeeper?
Who's
Pickford.
Pickford.
Jordan Pickford? Yeah.
Yeah.
Pickford is a better keeper than Onana.
Oh yeah, of course.
100 times better. Yo, when I say he's a better keeper than Onana, bro, I get told I don't have ball knowledge.
Really?
Bro, I get told I don't have ball knowledge. I said
To be fair, for me, I don't like Pickford. Me personally, I think he's rubbish too.
I'm not saying he's a better goalkeeper than Onana by far, because the mistakes Onana make, Pickford's not making that.
True.
I mean, but continue, King. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I'm gonna lie. When you compare them two, it's like the trash on the floor compared to the trash in the rubbish bin.
Yeah,
That's what I feel about those two. But for me,
Pickford is better trash.
yeah, he's the best. It's the M&S packaging trash rather than the Audi. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for me, I think Maresca hasn't been given the tools yet to fully succeed. But yeah, we are buying a lot of players. I just don't know what's the next thing.
So many players. Yeah, look. To be honest, I like Chelsea and how Chelsea move in terms of signings. Like Chelsea just bringing signings just like that, right? Like, so it's Chelsea are very impressive, but for some reason they are just signing every player from under the sun, which I don't understand. Like Chelsea are being linked with João Pedro. Who else are they being linked with as well?
Well, it's reported that we've signed Gittins and João Pedro.
Gittins. Who is Gittins, man? I've never heard of him. I've never heard of him in my life.
Left winger from Dortmund. Obviously, we needed left wingers, which is one of the positions that we needed. But I would rather have got someone a bit more proven than him. But this is the thing: we buying a lot of players that are under 25s, not proven, potential to be great.
Chelsea,
but it's frustrating at times because I want ready-made guys. But go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Chelsea are doing the correct thing in signing loads of young players, but at the same time, it needs a mixture of experience as well. You can't just be signing players who are under 25. Like you need experience, and like Chelsea should be signing players who are 30 or something as well. It doesn't really matter of age. You can literally buy a player which is 30 years old and put them on a 3-year contract purely to have them as a placeholder and to help the youth as well. Loads of people say, "Oh, sign young players," but yes, that is good. But at the same time, you need to be
without the experience, they're gonna get cooked.
yes, cooks. Yes, yes, exactly. That is my point.
So Kai, let me ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of talking about my club.
Same here, bro.
Our club, right?
Yep.
All right.
Literally,
give,
man.
me, give me an honest opinion.
We are lost, man.
Give me an honest opinion about our manager, bro.
Ruben Amorim, I am not convinced of this geezer whatsoever. This back five business has got to stop, man, immediately. Like, so in terms of the system as a whole, it just doesn't complement any of our players whatsoever.
No.
For example, we're playing Alejandro Garnacho as a number 10, but he's really playing as a wide forward, right? But what are we doing here, man?
Yeah.
Garnacho isn't a number 10. He can't create this shit. Like, for example, Patrick Dorgu overlaps and he doesn't see the pass, and he just completely tries.
I don't trust him and Onana in the defense at all. Him and Onana,
dumbasses, man.
back, oh,
honestly, absolute retards, man. Yeah, but Ruben Amorim won't last. I think he will last 15 games after that he's gone. I'm not. Do you know what? This is one of the main issues. Is right. What happens if we sell all of our wingers, right, and then we bring in a manager who plays a back four? Where has our wingers gone? That is alarming to me. I know our wingers are shit, but at the same time, it's not good, is it?
It's not. It's not, mate. It's not. But
can you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from,
yeah.
right? But I look at it this way, right? Ineos. You might already know where I stand on Ineos.
Yeah.
You bring in this brother in the middle of the season.
They were hoping for a new manager bounce. That you can't bring in
we got a new manager bounce with Van Nistelrooy. That was the new manager bounce.
You can't bring in a manager in the middle of the season with no signings and expect results. You can't do that, man.
No, but listen, Kai. When we speak these things, bro. When we speak these things, we're negative.
We are calling out the shit, which is rightfully right. It is right to do so. Why? Like, you see so many people on social media only saying positive things, saying give all of these players a second chance. But
second chance for what?
Where are your standards, man?
Kai, listen. When I went on a rant on AN Sports Channel, right? I went on a rant. I went on every single player, especially Luke Shaw and Onana.
Yeah.
Why is Luke Shaw still here? Why the Luke Shaw is still here?
I know why. Purely because no one would buy him because of his injury history. That is the problem.
Kai, when Chelsea finished 6th, won the Champions League, Tuchel got sacked. Sacked. Every player left. The only player there is Rich Dame. Chelsea has a completely different squad. They won the Conference League. They're playing Champions League football next season. And I
would love Rich James at our honest.
I firmly believe that Chelsea is going to challenge for the league in the next 2 years. Definitely. I firmly believe in that. But when I say these things, I'm negative. You have a man in the chat. You have a man that came in my chat last night saying we're talking negative about King. Am I lying?
Yeah, you're not lying.
We're talking negative about the club. I said every other club is run better than us.
We are talking negatively because something has to change. We haven't won a Premier League title since
2013.
2013 or something. So
Yeah.
we are rightfully calling out this shit. But if fans don't like it, they can fuck off, innit?
Exactly. And King,
Yeah.
and King, if your manager does something in a game, does the wrong substitutions, right? Not playing the right starting 11, aren't you going to give him corrective criticism?
Definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Bro,
It's your job as a fan of a football club to always look at every situation and be critical of it, because in the end of the day, in the end of the day, at the time you're going to be very emotional, because if you lose a game, you're going to try and find the reasons why. If you think the starting 11 should have been something different, then it should be. You kind of understand your players, your team. You know your club more than most, because you love the club. You know the players that you have. You know what you have available. So when you're like, for example, for United, right? We all know that Højlund is terrible.
His
Bro,
ass.
So when you see him
is
start
so
again
bad,
and again
honestly.
and again, when you see him start again and again and again, you're like, why?
Bro, I've been
Why?
calling out the manager like that, and they said I'm a fake fan. He's an asset. He has to be played. I said I know that, but it's the manager's duty to know when not to play a player, when not to play him. Bro, the substitutions in the final against Spurs, bro. When I seen this brother, why in the minute of the second half take off Rasmus Højlund, and then when we was in Hong Kong, because the reason why we went to Asia is to pay the fucking Adidas money.
Cheeto Obi scored before Rasmus twice.
That's embarrassing, bro. The
That's saying something, man.
minute Rasmus Højlund came off the pitch, we started playing different. And boom, we won.
People might call us dramatic for saying Rasmus is shit. But do you watch him play? Do you watch the fellow play? I can't think of any positive thing about his game. He's absolutely ass.
All he does is wrestle the man.
It's not WWE. Like, what is going on here? I can name a lot of things wrong. Right. One of the things that he doesn't know is how to use his body correctly.
Thank you. Yo, I said that. Bro, I said that. And they said I was chatting shit. I was told I was chatting shit. I'm hating on him. I said that if a defender's coming to you, you just use your elbow, ease him off you, and cut and go. I play the sport, and they said I don't know what I'm talking about. You can't do it. I said yes, you can.
So many
Haaland does it all the time.
Clueless, honestly. So many of our fans are clueless about the game. But Rasmus, there's no hope at all.
I think there's hope for him. I just think he went to the wrong club.
Yeah.
The reason why I said this is he should not be starting for United. No. He's the kind of player that maybe is a third choice striker. Guy that can learn from some experience.
He wouldn't make the bench for me, bro. He wouldn't make the
bench. No, third choice. I said third choice, not bench. I'm saying third option.
That's the thing.
I meant to say that Rasmus has no hope at our club, but if he's in like a Syria team, he'll do well.
No, I think listen. I don't think Rashford. I don't think Rasmus Højlund is completely terrible. I just think he wasn't good for this situation. Firstly, he was never worth 70 million. Secondly, you should have known that he was a problem when he wasn't a prolific scorer in Italy. If he's not prolific in Italy, why is he going to be prolific in England? Correlation. I gotta understand. If a man's scoring only 7 goals in Serie A,
that's not impressive.
That's both him and Xerxes. They only scored 7 goals in Serie A. So how many do you think they're gonna score in the Premier League? 3, 4 each. That's probably what they've scored this last season. So what do? You get a guy that scored maybe 20 goals in Serie A, 20 goals in La Liga, 20 goals in Ligue 1, because then when they come to you, they get 10 to 15 in their first season, and there's room to grow, room to improve. That is down to your ownership and the people who decided to bring him in. I don't know whether it was Ineos. I don't know whether it was Glazers. I think it was Glazers or the Ed Woodward style because I think it was before Ineos. But these type of deals are the type of deals that have brought you back 5 years. And Ten Hag's signings
young
have
talent,
brought you back 5 years.
Real focus on young talent. I am not Harry Potter, bro. I swear to you, I want Eric Ten Hag to fail at Leverkusen.
Yeah. Do you know what? Right. This should have been a red flag from the start. He didn't even start for Atlanta.
Yeah.
Who pays 72 million for a backup striker? Honestly.
They were laughing. You see why they were laughing at you, and you see why you haven't got Mbeumo yet. It's because when United come to the table, teams go like this.
Yeah.
How much money we making today? That's what they go like.
So many of our
like this.
fans was hyping up Haaland to be the next Haaland, including myself. So
wait, what?
No.
Wait. Explain yourself. Explain yourself.
Can I explain? Right.
Watson included himself.
But you know what? Yes.
Explain yourself.
Yes. Explain yourself.
Go ahead.
As soon as I saw Rasmus on Romano's page saying, "Here we go," I watched these compilations online and I was seeing, "Oh, he's good." I was hyping it up like you wouldn't believe it, honestly. I was hyping him up so much, this brother. So I've never heard of him in my life.
At least you spoke the truth.
Yeah, I am the type of person to be a hypocrite. So
No,
yeah.
you know what? I get it because when you're emotional about your club and you see you've signed a player, you know it's a dopamine hit. It's like, yes, we got a new player.
Yeah.
I used to be like that, like when I was growing up, because any player we'd sign, I didn't care what the name was. I'd be like, what? Who did we sign? Yes, let's go. We got a new one.
Yeah.
Another player. But over time, you understand a lot of them are gonna not be successful. A lot of them are not gonna be failures.
Let me tell y'all something. When I heard we're signing Aiden Heaven, I'm like, who the fuck is that?
In it.
Who the fuck is that?
You know.
We signed him for £1 million as well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But he's a youngster though. He's a youngster, so he looks good though.
I have this rule. I give a player 2 seasons. They could do good in the first season. You hear me? They could flop in the second season, or they could flop. They could get injured in the first season and do good in the second season. I give them 2 seasons. The minute you don't prove it to me in the third season, second season, hit the bin. Hit the bin.
Yeah. I like Heaven. I think he's been good for you, but I would say this. This is when I learned that just because you've signed a name doesn't mean it's gonna mean anything. I remember when Chelsea signed Shevchenko, and I was thinking, wow, what a signing. 50 million for that striker, legend of the game from AC Milan and them team there, prolific striker. Completely flopped. So yeah, I get it. When you get signings, you wanna back your team, say, yeah, we got the next big thing. But the reality is this. Do your research, do your due diligence on who the player is, what they've done in previous seasons, statistically.
And that is what I say. People need to do their research and stop blindly following these Fabricios and all these other doorknobs that don't know nothing, bro. Bro, listen.
Yeah.
I started following Joe Bellingham from I heard he was playing on
Joby's a serious player.
When I heard him playing in the championship, and I'm gonna follow him at Dortmund. Honestly, I'm gonna follow him at Dortmund. Get me? But bro, he ain't like his brother. He's shit. I said, bro, I said, explain to me how is he shit. The person couldn't tell me how he's shit. Could not explain to me how he's shit. I said, explain it to me. Let me know. Tell me how is he shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not his brother. I said, we know he's not his brother. So
Yeah,
explain to me how Joe Bellingham is shit. Couldn't tell me.
couldn't tell you.
Hasn't he probably even watched the championship or watched him, so doesn't
No,
even know. And
exactly.
and also the thing about back to transfers. Listen, there's been good players that I thought would be something. I thought Lukaku would be something. Didn't turn out to be anything.
No.
I thought who's other player recently that I felt, yeah. To be honest, even when Timo Werner and Kai Havertz came, I thought, yeah, we've signed
Havertz, honestly, this
Timo
guy's
Werner.
rubbish.
Wait a minute, doesn't Timo Werner play for the Tottenham?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, he's at
on
Leipzig
loan,
now.
isn't
He was at Leipzig. He's at
Mm.
Leipzig now.
Do you know
But
what, though? Joshua Zirkzee told us he's not a striker who scores many goals, but we signed him as a striker anyways. He's not the type of profile to be scoring 20 goals a season. He's a creative number 10.
To me, he's more of an assister.
He's
yeah,
a,
he's great. He can be a good 10.
Yeah.
He can definitely be a good. For me, Xerxes looks like a player that can be a backup 10 to the likes of Cunha or Mbeumo if you bring him in.
and yeah, people love to hype up this Victor Jokeres guy, but the Portuguese league and the Premier League, man.
I would say this about him though: if it may not be the Premier League, but he's scoring 40 goals. So 40.
Yeah,
let's say
And
let's say the league
Prem,
is
though.
4
He
times
did play the
worse. Let's say the league is 4 times worse or 3.5, like 4 times worse.
Mm.
So at minimum, you're gonna get what 10 to 15 goals from him in this first season, maybe. But at the same time, you have to think about this. He banged in the championship. And how many championship strikers have you seen come to the Premier League and succeed? Ollie Watkins,
Really.
even Tony. Like, there's players that have gone from championship to the Premier League and done bits. So
Look where Ivan Tony play now.
yeah.
Mm.
So you never know. You never know with a player. It's about profile. It's about profiles. It's not the name. It's what your club needs. And Gyökeres understands Ruben's system more than any other striker in the world.
Well, are we going to get
He's
him?
played for the man.
Are we going to get him? I don't think so.
I think you will. I think Arsenal will go for Sesko. You'll get him. That's my prediction.
But I want Osimhen though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think Osimhen's gonna go to Juve or somewhere like that.
I know it's kind of a controversial thing, which I'm going to say now, but if we can't create for a striker, we might as well just play with a false nine, if I'm being completely honest with you. What happens if Cunha and Brian don't create and flop?
I don't think they will flop because they're too good of body
Let's
players.
let's not speak about Mbeumo yet.
No, but even let's say Cunha, for example, I think he's a very creative force that could be good. What you also need to understand is that it's not just them. It's not just your tens. You need wing backs as well.
Yeah.
So you need to make multiple signings for you to have a team that can not only score goals but can be a force to be reckoned with. So it's going to take a long time for you to get the team that he needs for his system to be successful. So even this, I don't think you're going to have a great season this season. I think you're going to be middle of the road, most likely, because you're so far back.
One of the things which this team lacks is you can't do the fundamentals right. Just play the simple pass. Don't worry where the goals are coming from. We will score goals. Just play the simple pass. Stop doing all of this horrible nonsense like Bruno do. Be disciplined. Stick to your job. You've got one job.
Bro, let me tell you something about Bruno. He loses the ball too much.
Yes. Honestly, this geezer needed to be sold, but honestly, shit, man.
I said if we sold him, do I trust ownership to spend the money correctly? No.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Yeah. See, I wanted Bruno to be gone, but at the same time, I understand why he's still here.
But
I want to ask you both a question quickly.
Yeah.
How did you feel about your last summer window?
Shit.
One player who I'm not sold on is Ugarte.
Let me
This
see the
guy
players
is
you
too
signed.
rash, man.
I'll go through the names, and
Yeah.
I want to see what your honest opinion is, because I
Alright.
just want to know, because this is let's say this is the first Ineos era window.
Mm.
Let's see who you signed. Let's Okay, cool. So this was that window. So how do you feel about Joshua Xerxes?
Joshua Xerxes has potential, but he's not a
He's
striker.
okay. He's okay.
He's not a modern day striker.
Out of 5, give me out of 5 score.
A 4.
He's a 3.5.
A 4.
Lenny Euro.
For the time being, I'd say he's a 4, but he's got a potential to be a 4.
A 4.5.
The Lit.
I don't rate him actually,
Bro, I feel like he's too much injuries.
and he's very slow at passing the ball out as well.
Yeah.
So,
Which
out
I've
of 5, what?
A 3, if I'm being honest with you.
3.5.
Okay. Mazarawi.
I give Maserati a 5.5.
Yeah.
No, out of 5.
His best position is a right-sided centre back.
Yeah.
Definitely. I would not be playing him as a wing back.
What do you like Maserati? Anywhere you put in the play, he does it. He does it.
But
he does.
I know it's kind of off topic.
What would you put him out of 5?
I give him a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, a 5. Playing Mazraoui as a number 10 when Eric Ten Hag was in charge,
was a mistake.
When Ahmad was there, was criminal. I will never forgive that both forward ever. That's criminal, man. Ten Hag, I hope you fail, mate, at freaking
Ugarte? How do you feel about Ugarte so far?
Bro, he's too rash. And
He's a free
he loves to put. He's too rash. I like the fact that he likes to fight, but I feel like he needs to slow down a little bit too.
He's not good on the ball.
So out of 5, what would you say?
3.5.
Yeah,
3.5.
There's a couple names that I don't know. I'm not gonna say them. There's no point. Aiden Heaven, out of 5.
It's kind of too
1.5, bruv. 1.5. Sorry.
Heaven.
Yeah.
I give him a 1.5.
That's a bit harsh.
The reason why I give him a 1.5, bro, because he just got here. And
he
was not supposed to play. He was supposed to learn from Leacher.
2.
Yeah, I'll give him a 2.
2.
I'll give him a 2.
Mm-hmm.
And Dorgu.
Patrick
Dorgu. No. 2.
2. No.
So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, out of 7 signings, you would say 5 or 3, or 5 of them are 3 or more.
Patrick Dorgu can't cross a ball to save his life, man. That is a basic thing.
When he playing in the back with Onana, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
So how do you overall feel about that window? Good or bad?
It wasn't a good window.
Shit, man. That window was shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm gonna rate it a 3 or a 3.5.
I'm gonna give it a -1, bro.
But are you talking about players that were already there? Or are you talking about these players specifically? Who were the ones that you would say that were bad? Name me the bad players.
Onana.
Definitely
Dorgu not signed. But these are all players bought before Ineos, if you think about it.
Oh right.
Oh yeah.
So out of the players that I've named, there was the only ones you didn't like was Dorgu and Heaven. And Heaven is someone that can get better over time. And Dorgu
that's what I said about him. He's supposed to learn from Leisha.
Yeah.
And then Leisha got Lisandro Martinez is starting to piss me off too. He's becoming injury prone. And once you become an injury prone, it's time to go. You feel me?
He has had 2 horrific injuries, which is a shame. But
so wouldn't you say, in terms of the Ineos signings, they've been, for the most part, better than what the previous ones were.
That's a slightly better, not 100%.
Mm.
Not
Slightly
100%,
better.
but slightly better. So
Slightly better. Maybe like
and
20%.
20% better, 20%
Maybe,
better.
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe 20% better. But the reason why I say why I give it that low, bro, Ineos, you enable the Glazers to stay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
I
the only thing I can
wanted
say.
them gone, bro.
Me too. Like
Yeah, that's
Sir
the only issue.
Sir Jim Radcliffe was claiming he's a fan of the club. No, you're not. You've got a Chelsea season ticket. If you really supported this club, you wouldn't have brought a stake in it. You would have let Saudi come in to clear up the mess.
Bro, and the fact that he's gonna put the oomph in Manchester, you put the I'm sorry guys, I didn't know. That interview with Gary King Neville
Was a disgrace.
sending me over the edge, bro.
Why are we calling our new stadium for Wembley of the North as well?
Mm.
It better not be that.
It doesn't make any sense to me, really.
And the fact that what I don't care about no new stadium, right? I care about what's going on the pitch now because we need. God.
Why do we struggle with bringing in the wrong sort of players, man?
So
It
do you
baffles
think?
me.
I think that the players that came from previously to Ineos are the biggest issue. You would say.
Yes.
Yes.
Why do we have Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire here still? Like, is beyond me.
I think wages and also
Wages,
I don't think teams want them.
no. Yeah.
As you said with Luke Shaw, he's injury prone, so no one wants to buy him.
Definitely.
If you look at all the players that you have that are on dumb wages, that are from the previous era out before Ineos, they're all bad signings. Why?
Money makes as
Overpriced.
well.
You gave them on silly money, and
Hmm.
you can't recoup the money. So what can you do?
Let's be real here. The players only come to the club for the pound
Money.
coins.
Money. And the brand
let's
right.
be completely honest. Yeah. Like, I know we are Manchester United, but I'm convinced the players only come here for the pound coin. So many players have proven that.
Listen, Bush Baptist is a Liverpool supporter, right? As much as he said Liverpool has this problem, they hired the right people to make the right decisions.
Yes.
Liverpool runs better than us. City runs better than us. Chelsea runs better than us. Nottingham Forest runs better than us. Arsenal.
We are the worst run club in the league.
Spurs runs better than us. Right?
That's facts, man.
So how many windows do you reckon before you become a team that you would recognize to be somewhat?
I'll say about 5 windows.
4 or 5, yeah.
5 windows.
Yeah.
We need to be getting rid of 90% of these players and starting from scratch again. As long as it takes, we need. If these players don't work within the first couple of seasons, get them gone, just like Chelsea are doing. But these owners are incompetent of doing that. So nothing is going to change.
The CEO Omar Barada, I still don't trust him.
Sam, I don't either.
You know me? So honestly, these men that's on the board, it's either they get it together or resign.
Like,
Resign.
we were run by Ed Woodward, Richard Arnold, and John Mercer. They're all bank accountants. That is disgraceful in itself. With the size of our club as well.
We're a commercial club now, bro.
A commercial. Louis Van Gaal said we are a commercial club. We're not a football club. It's facts. And Ralph Ragnick was right.
Yeah.
Why the hell did we get rid of this guy? We should have stuck him up top. Like, we should have made him our recruitment guy.
He says you saying he should be somewhere a part of the board. That's what you're saying.
Definitely, yes. Look at the type of players he was recruiting. Well, no. Diaz was a very good one for Liverpool. Conrad Lima was good, promising. But yeah, Ralph Ragnick was that guy who got lots of recruitment right. But yeah, this club didn't want to listen to him, and Ten Hag as well didn't even want to as well.
Ten Haram. Ten Haram.
Ten Hag is a fraud, man. Honestly. But yeah, if I'm being honest, I'm sick and tired of talking about our club because it's good.
All right, well, I'll say this, right? Our rivals, City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, especially City and Arsenal, especially City and Liverpool, they're going to be challenge tight. They're going to be. I feel like they're going to be tight to challenges again, right?
Yeah.
Chelsea is probably going to finish either second or third. I see Arsenal probably finishing fourth or fifth. Arsenal's probably going to regress a little as if they don't sack their manager, right? But the reason why I say that, every club around me is already making moves.
We are so slow, honestly. We can't get rid of players to save our life. I wouldn't be surprised if all of our wingers go out on loan. I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever.
So what's your thoughts on this, King?
On what?
Just like how everybody's club being run.
I think for the most part, if you're not City or Liverpool, your club isn't run to the best of standards. Even Liverpool, to a certain extent, sometimes has been run badly because they haven't spent money at times. Obviously, this summer is unique to them. That's why it's such a surprise, because no one expected it. Because you don't expect the FSG to spend money, which they normally don't do. City is City, Arab money is Arab money. They're gonna just spend regardless. They know if they have a bad season, they're spending until they have a good season. For us, our owners have spent, but as I said, on the 25s, in the long term it could be good. But as I said, we're nearly going 10 years without a Premier League title. So I can't wait too much longer. Arsenal, no, they're not run good at all because they never do what is necessary to win. They've gone second 3 times in a row. By the second time you've gone second, the manager should be moved on and someone should be brought in to put you over the edge. Put it this way: when a Roman came in and to Chelsea the first time round, what's his name? Ranieri got a second. He got a second behind. And the team, who was first? Arsenal Invincibles. But what did Roman do?
Sack him.
Did he say, no, you know what, you give him another go? No. He sacked him and got the special one. What did the special one do? Back-to-back titles.
Yeah.
Back-to-back. He said, I'm the special one. I'm coming here. I'm the special one.
I'm European champion.
I'm European champion.
Jose, man. Jose, bro.
And he beat Wenger and Alex Ferguson back-to-back. Made Alex Ferguson have to change the way he built his squad in order to compete with him.
Exactly.
So so for me, Arsenal aren't run correctly because they should have brought someone. Arteta is the Brendan Rodgers, is the Ranieri of old Chelsea. He's that guy. You need the next one. When you don't get the next one, you go up, and then you're like this.
Yeah.
You need the guy. You either bring a guy that gets you to go this, or you start going like that. Start going down.
How have we won 2 trophies in 2 seasons before them? It doesn't
They
make
haven't won anything in 5 years. Nothing.
He's not won anything.
No. They won 3 trophies. Remember?
Community Shield does not count as a fucking trophy.
No, that's what the manager said.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
No, he's a fool. But yeah, that's the thing. So And then the other clubs, they are tied behind the fact that PSR exists, so they don't really have the financial capabilities of being able to do anything anyway. So I reckon if PSR wasn't a thing, Newcastle would be run even better. Aston Villa would be doing more. Forest would be doing more. If anything, Man United are lucky that they're a big club because
Yeah.
these other smaller teams that can't afford to spend what they want to spend because of PSR is allowing them not you to be left back even further behind. It's only 5 years; it could be 10 or 15
Yeah,
easily if money was been able to spend.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, bro.
Mhm.
And there's money in all these teams. Look at the
but
Brightons, look at the Palaces, look at the Fulhams, the Brentfords. I'm not even talking the top level teams.
put it this way, right? I already said what I said. The first 10 games, I want to see if the system is gonna work. If it don't work, I'm already halfway checked out.
Getting gone out of this club. I am just tired of this club because I've been talking and ranting about this nonsense of a club for years, and nothing's improved in it. Like I'm just tired, man, drained.
I know.
It is literally just the same old shit in it, and it's just getting jarring.
Kai, that's why we said we're gonna call out the bullshit.
Yeah, literally, man.
Call out the bullshit.
Yeah, man.
I see too much people playing to the audience. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna be like that.
Yo, King and Rasta, do you see the club going there anywhere during the future, like Premier Leagues?
If they get their act together and
Yeah.
move the right signings and get rid of the deadwood, yes. If not, no, we're gonna stay stagnant just like we are.
Yeah. I am just generally just concerned, man. I'm so concerned, honestly. Like, nothing's changed since 2013, 14. Nothing's really changed, has it? And
We lost the oomph. We don't have it anymore.
Mhm. How are we letting Spurs win a trophy as well? Embarrassing. We will be remembered as the club who let
Thank you,
Spurs.
Ruben Amarin, by the way. Thank you.
It's Ruben Amorim. I genuinely feel sorry for the guy. I feel sorry for him because he came in halfway through the season to this shit and they didn't realize how bad it is. These managers should be doing their research, their proper research. If I'm a coach of any sort, I wouldn't be taking this job whatsoever because regardless of who comes in as like a manager, nothing's going to change, man. It's just going to stay the same. I know it's still a big club and we still have that pool, but yeah, there is no hope, man.
Oh, there's always hope. There's always hope.
Nah, man, I don't think so.
There's always hope.
I think this club's cursed, man. Because I genuinely think this club is just cursed. Oh man.
Yeah, there's always hope. Let's hope that Liverpool win number 21, and your fans maybe realize what's really happening out here.
21.
Maybe that might need to. Maybe the fans need to actually realize.
Liverpool won 20, and I'm mad. I'm fuming about that. You have other friends around me say it's not a big deal. It's like I want to grab them by the neck and slap them up. And they say,
maybe they need to win 21 for you to hear it.
Better stop Liverpool from winning the Premier League. They better stop them.
You know how crazy that sounds. You're telling your neighbours. Hey, neighbours.
Do you know what though? So I have gotten so used to City winning. I don't care. I have no. Wait. I have more hatred towards Liverpool than City.
Yeah, I know. Me too. Liverpool is a club for me, bro.
Let City do everything. I couldn't care less, man. But
You
Liverpool
may not care now, but in 5-10 years you will.
Yeah, to be honest, I will care when City win like 20 Premier League trophies, of course. But for the time being, I don't give a toss. But City, if you're listening to me, don't let Liverpool win any more trophies. What?
Yeah,
Wait,
bro, what?
who would you rather let? Who would you rather want to win at Premier League trophies, City or Liverpool?
Neither of them.
There is one answer to it.
Or what for me, I don't care if anybody but Asna. Anyway,
Yeah.
my boss, big up, King, my boss. King, what do you think of Jao Pedro going for 60? Yeah, it's a bit much.
It is.
It's the going rate for players these days. Is he gonna be worth it? Don't know. It's as I said to every time I've said about transfers so far, they're small little bits of increase to our team, but not enough for me to care. I'll be honest. If I don't, this is the thing. I want to believe my team can win the title. I don't believe it. So unless I get the transfers to make me believe it, as I said, I need a goalkeeper, I need a solid centre back, and I need a boss man striker. Because the one thing is people need to understand is this: in order for you to win a league, you need the four things. You need one position down that spine to be certified. You need a certified goalie, you need a certified centre back, you need a certified centre mid, and you need a certified striker. If you don't have those four,
Amen.
you don't win titles.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Arsenal don't have those four. They've never won anything for 21 years.
For some reason, they
City
don't.
They win titles. Liverpool do. They win titles. You need four. Those four.
But what is it with Arsenal not wanting to sign a proper striker? What is it with that?
It's probably Arteta. The thing about having this is the other thing that people need to understand about Arteta. There's a reason why he got rid of the Aubameyangs, the Lacazettes of this world. He doesn't like egos.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. If you want a professional gunman, they have egos. And you as a manager need to be able to deal with that. So any top striker that you bring in is going to have an ego. Sesko, ego. Gyökeres, ego. Osimhen, ego. Watkins, ego. Haaland, ego.
Yeah.
Isaac, ego. Ivan Toney, ego. Any top man striker that can score 20 goals in a league season, ego. Drogba, I can even go to the past. Drogba, ego. Henry, ego. Zlatan, ego. R9 Ronaldo, ego. Every striker that's ever existed that has been a bad man has an ego. And Arteta can't handle egos. So if your manager can't handle a person with an ego, with a personality, with a larger than life character that strikers do have, it's never gonna work. It's never gonna work. Because you're not gonna if your striker is emotional or weak in any way, it's gone. The moment Timo Werner lost his ego, lost his like strength, his power, he was never the same. Kai Havertz, similar thing, he can't do it. Fragile mentality, fragile ego, you're not going to be a striker. Because in order for you to be an elite gunman, you need to be arrogant. You need to think you're the best. You need to think every shot that you hit is going to go in. And if you don't think that, you ain't going to be a top man striker. And Arteta doesn't like that. So that's why. That's why he can't handle it. He can't handle it. And if a manager can't handle that, then what for me, Arteta is at his best when he's an assistant manager doing the coaching, setting up the cones and that.
Yeah.
But as a manager, he just doesn't have it. I'll be honest with you. I don't think he'll ever be that successful just because he wants to control every aspect. But even Pep knows that you need an ego. Your striker needs to have an ego. That's why you got Haaland.
Yep.
Messi, ego. Ronaldinho, ego. Any elite forward Salah, ego. Too much, so much so that him and Salah, him and Mane had egos. So much so that they were fighting each other at times.
Yeah.
You can even see it. There probably were days they didn't like each other. Probably days they say, "Oh, you should have passed. Oh, you should have. Oh no, but I'm gonna shoot anyway because I'm gonna. But you should have passed. I'm gonna shoot, but I'm only gonna pass." You're gonna have to deal with those. That's what elite attackers have, and Arteta
Yes.
can't handle it.
Well, anyways, man, I need to probably I need to go to bed now because it's a little bit late.
No
But
worries,
yeah,
man. Love for coming on. Love for
thank
coming on.
you.
You can come on anytime.
Cheers, I appreciate it, man. Take care, yeah.
You too.
All right, peace.
Peace. While we wait, any other questions? Any other questions? Oh, I might as well just update. Also, obviously, coming up, Club World Cup. I will be watching the game. Game is it? Dortmund versus Monterrey. I will be there. And it's 50-50 whether I just continue from this stream or just create a new one. I'll see how it goes. Any other questions before we close out? Do. Rest, are you there? You good?
Yeah, I'm listening to you, man.
Any other questions? Any other things for you?
Bro, I'm just listening to you, man, bro. I'm just listening and I'm just responding to a text message. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry if I went quiet. I was just responding to a text message, bro. I was just listening to you, man, though. Seriously. Because I feel like
yeah.
I was just talking and talking and talking and talking. It's time for me to listen to another person.
Yeah. So what did you think about what I said in regards to egos?
Egos 100%, bro. 100%.
I think that's the key part, really.
Bro, and the ecosystem, right? We have it's just too many individualism. You see, the individualism, bro, is going to cost us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that's what you need from your strikers, though. That's what you need from your, because that's the, when a player gets in that position.
Yes, let me correct that. Yes, we need egos, but for the right reasons.
Yeah,
not for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, for the right reasons.
Mm.
And attackers have to have it for the right reasons, because if they don't, as you can tell, like every striker or attacker that has been prolific has had it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
But that's why I think Arteta can't deal with it. And that's why I don't think he's good at signing attackers, because he doesn't like their personalities for the most part.
Bro, Arteta reached the ceiling, bro.
Yeah, he has.
He has reached the ceiling. And
is there anything else you want to talk about before we go?
People, we and King will continue to speak out the BS no matter what. We will keep you updated and speak the truth. And people are gonna like us, some people are not gonna like us. But you know what? We don't care. We support different clubs, but we're also football fans. And we'll call out the bullshit. And with this Arteta crap, let him stay for another 5 more years. Let me stop because I do have some Arsenal friends.
No, man.
That's funny. That's funny. I do have some Arsenal fans, but I was listening.
I approve that message.
Yeah, I was listening to you, and I was listening to Kai.
Yeah, man.
Cause remember the stuff at back home. They were messaging me. I'm like, you know what?
Oh yeah. No problem. No
Yeah.
problem. But big up Kai for coming on as well.
Yep.
But this has been the
this has been a good show. Good show.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
This has been the 45-minute footy talk. I will be back tomorrow, say more around 11ish for the Blue Coalition show, and I will be back maybe soon for the Dortmund Monterrey game as well.
Yes,
I'll see.
and he'll be back Thursday for this from the stand pods. But yo,
On channel.
make sure you send me that link with AK.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So on that note, man, we out of here.
Peace.
Yeah.